Assalamu alaikum. So we have chosen two banks which are Affin Bank and Maybank. So let me briefly explain background of both banks. Affin Bank commenced cooperation on 1st April 2006 as full-fledged Islamic bank and offers a complete range of Islamic banking products and services for individuals and corporate which are in compliance with Sharia laws and principles. Affin Bank provides a suite of financial products and services that is catered to both retail and corporate customers. The target business segments are categorized under key business units such as community banking, enterprise banking, corporate banking and treasury. So we took the net profit of Affin Bank for 5 years for comparison. In 2014, the profit was 720.1 million and there is a huge decrease in profit in the next year which is 461.2 million. In the next 2 years, the profit started to rise again. In 2018, the profit stood at 679.1 million. Due to COVID-19, Affin Bank Berhad's net profit for the third quarter ended September 30, 2020 fell to 48.72 million from 72.40 million. So moving to Maybank Islamic Berhad. Maybank Islamic Berhad is the leading provider of Islamic financial products and services in Asia. It leverages on the group system and IT infrastructure as well as distribution network to offer end-to-end Sharia-based financial solutions across Maybank touchpoints in Malaysia, as well as overseas operations in Indonesia, Singapore, Hong Kong, London and Lebanon. In Malaysia, Maybank Islamic is the domestic market leader in total assets, total financing and total funding, as well as profitability across all key business segments. Maybank Islamic adopt an Islamic first approach where they offer the customer Sharia compliant product service as standard product. We took the 5 years financial report and compared the net profit in those years. In 2014, the profit was 6.72 billion and there is an increase in the profit in the next 3 years. In 2018, there is a huge increase in the profit which is 8.11 billion. Maybank saw a slight fall in its net profit for the third quarter ended September 30, 2020 to Rs 1.95 billion, which is due to COVID-19. So moving on, we have chosen Murabahah product from both banks for comparison. So firstly, I will explain Murabahah product in Affin Bank. Affin Bank offers Murabahah term financing product. By using this product, the customer may use to finance purchase of completed assets such as business premises, land, factory, equipment, such as etc. It is a markup sales and the bank's sales price is calculated at ceiling profit rate. So there are certain key principles for this product. Firstly, it usually involves three parties, a customer, a bank and a third party. Third party means supplier. Second point is the overall price may be paid over or at the end of the agreed period of time. Third point is adopt the Murabahah product for purchase order which the bank acquires and subsequently sells a specified asset. Lastly, the bank will impose late payment charges by the way of ta'weed or compensation. Moving to Murabahah product in Maybank. Maybank Islamic Berhad offers commodity Murabahah home financing product. This product is an Islamic property financing facility offered to either completed or under construction property. This facility is secured against residential or commercial properties. So the key principles of this product is the Sharia contract for this product is Murabahah via commodity Murabahah or Tawarruk arrangement. Secondly, the overall price may be paid over or at the end of an agreed period of time. And lastly, the underlying asset for the sale transaction between the customer and the bank will be specific tradable Sharia compliant commodity.
Before entering to Murabahah contract, it is important for us to know the issue on this product. The first common mistakes is Murabahah cannot be applicable for all type of transactions and financings. We can see in the Maybank's brochure, they offer Murabahah for refinancings and remortgage of property. This somehow contradicting with Murabahah concept, which is to trade a commodity. Murabahah should fulfill all the conditions necessary for a valid sale. Secondly, there are also situations where sales of commodity being done before the bank acquires the commodities from the supplier. Financial institutions should do the transactions with the supplier and become the owner of that commodity first. Next, there are also financial institutions that apply Murabahah on already purchased commodities, which is not allowed in Sharia. Other than that, we can see for both Affin Bank and Maybank, they apply a fluctuate profit rate. This contradicts with the principle in Murabahah where the profit needs to be determined before exercising the contract.
So in comparing the presentation and disclosure between both banks on Murabahah products, there has not been much differences because they need to follow the standards that are set by Malaysia. So the first aspect is the regulatory framework. So since both banks are based in Malaysia, so they need to follow the standards of MFRS, and the MFRS that are involved in Murabahah is MFRS 9, where it is considered as financial instrument. Next, moving on to the aspect where it is measurement. So for Maybank Islamic, Any changes in the financing advances are recorded through fair value, through other comprehensive income and amortized cost, where short form is FVOCI. And Afin Islamic also recorded the changes in the Murabahah, same as Maybank, which is fair value through other comprehensive income and also through amortized cost. Next, the functional and presentational currency. So since both banks are based in Malaysia, so the functional currency would be Malaysian Ringgit or RM. And the last aspect is the disclosure part in the financial statement. So for Maybank Islamic, the Murabahah Financing disclosed as financing and advances, and it is categorized as asset because it is a financing. And then any income that are gained through the Murabahah income disclosed as operations Islamic banking scheme, where it is considered as an income. As for Afin Islamic, it is the same as Maybank, where the financing and advances are recorded as an asset in the statement of financial position, and then any income that are derived from Murabahah financing in that year are recorded as income from financing in the income statement. So as a conclusion, there has not been much difference, and the product that are recorded are the same in the financial statement.
For Murabahah, it appears on statement of financial position of the Islamic Bank. Since Maybank is the one of the famous bank in Malaysia, definitely the citizens of Malaysia will apply Murabahah home financing with them. It leads to a big amount of Murabahah for each of 5 different years. Surprisingly, the growth of Murabahah home financing is not big since the total financing by Maybank is not increasing rapidly. Besides, for 5 years, Murabahah home financing percentage is at least 20%. Next is Afin Islamic Bank. Afin is not popular enough if it's compared to Maybank. That leads to Murabahah financing not even approaching 100 million throughout the 5 years. Even though the growth of Murabahah home financing is big, the amount is still below 100 million. The percentage of Murabahah home financing in total financing is not even approaching 1%. For recommendation and conclusion, for Maybank Islamic, there's nothing much to recommend as since they already well-performed bank. But for Afin Islamic Bank, they might need to revise their policy of Murabahah to attract more customer in the future. That's all from me. Thank you.